That's better. Right. I'm delighted to be at this important occasion this morning, in which we will be giving you feedback concerning our country's performance as reflected in the third annual review report. Results on the implementation of the Malabo Declaration on Accelerated Agricultural Growth and Transformation. The final review reports are African Union's mechanism to monitor implementation of the African Agricultural Development Program, CAAD. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, the program is part of the African Union and indeed the group that seeks to end poverty and hunger as highlighted in the first and second sustainable development goals, SDG 1 and SDG 2. The AU through the NADCAT initiative has come up with the CAAD, which serves as a framework for agricultural development and transformation. It is therefore within this framework that further commitments were made in Malabo 003 and in Malabo 2014 that came up with goals and targets as well as monetary mechanisms such as the biennial reviews that I think they can show that Africa acts together and strategically to deliver development to their people. It is through these regional frameworks and mechanisms that member states organize and coordinate their strategies and plans that they seek to accelerate economic growth, enhance food and nutrition security, as well as to eliminate hunger on the continent. It is very important that we take stock of the country's performance in order to address shortcomings and dialogue on how the stakeholders can collectively implement recommendations and advances in the report in order to close the gaps that have been identified. The BR progress report that will be presented today will be covering 7 Malabo commitments, which have been translated into 7 thematic areas of performance as follows. The committee, the principles and values of the current process, enhancing investment finance in agriculture, ending hunger in Africa by 2025, reducing poverty by half by 2025 through inclusive agricultural growth and transformation, boosting inter-African trade in agricultural commodities and services, enhancing resilience of livelihoods and production systems to climate variability and other related risks, strengthening mutual accountability to actions and results. Director of Ceremonies, ladies and gentlemen, the era of government being everything dominated the field is no longer available. It is time for institutions and partnerships to stand strongly in their heart. It is for this purpose that we have brought you all together as representatives from government, private sector, research and academia, farmers associations, and non-government organizations. We recognize that transformation requires that we become inclusive in our approach, not just in consultation but in planning, implementation, as well as in monitoring and evaluation. I'm glad that the BR process helps us to increasingly function with this approach. Let me indicate that in our submission of this report in 2017, we were on track in terms of all performance, in overall performance. However, in our submission in 2019, we were not on track in our overall performance. Areas needing improvement are enhancing investment in agriculture, enhancing resilience to climate variability, addressing post-harvest losses, amongst others. But unfortunately, we are not on track for this third report 2021, and the issues identified in last year are still persist, which indicates that we need to do more to take at risk areas that we have done. The areas or the issues of data and information management are also a concern and need to be given attention to improve on them. Mandy mentioned that earlier on when she talked about statistics and other information that we need in order to make sure that our reports are solid. Ladies and gentlemen, I must indicate that we have already started addressing these areas, particularly that we are working with stakeholders to address issues of resilience and climate change. The Ministry of Agriculture is actively participating on climate discourses and have strategies in place as reflected in the National Adaptation Plan and Climate Change Response Policy. With that, we are working together with the Ministry of Environment and Tourism. Our investments in agriculture and mobilizing the private sector to support agriculture. Government continues to make some reforms, such as the transformation of the National Development Bank, which used to be the National Agricultural Bank, to focus its products and increase the support to the sector. The government has also, with support from the AU, developed its National Agricultural Implementation Plan, NI, which has been integrated into our policy review, strategy, and plans.
I'll just be zooming into Botswana's performance. We are still not to be on track, and out of the 7 commitments, they have their indicators. If that comes up, you see commitment 1 has about 3 indicators, and each indicator has been scored. And at the end of the day, that gives us the overall score. I just hope that that shows up. But even the acting PS indicated that we have been reporting, but with the scores, we are not on track. Even on that commitment, the first commitment of recommitting to the current processes, we are not on track. But on the 3 indicators, we are on track on 1 indicator. That shows that we have been reporting. But the other 2 indicators, that one is talking about being scored on based cooperation, partnership, and alliance, and the other one based on policy and institutional review, setting support. That is, we could be reporting every time, but at the end of the day, are we translating that reporting into doing any action on the commitments that we have, or on the actions that we should be taking? I'm not sure it will be visible from back there, but you see that they are with my mouse, where I'm moving my cursor there will be 3 indicators under the first commitment, which is committing to current processes. We have 3 of them, and you'll find that in the first one, the country current processes, we'll find that we are you see it's green. The first one is green, which is we are on record, which is the one that we are seeing, we are reporting all the time. But now the second indicator there talks about current-based cooperation, partnership, and alliance. That's the one that says, do do we have that cooperation with the stakeholders? Do we engage with the stakeholders on all the processes? And if we are to engage, do we have proof? Do we have meetings? Do we have minutes? We over-delegate. The people who come to the meetings, are they the right people who take decisions? Or we over-delegate? And that aspect is the one that made us, or that second indicator, to have zero, or not to be on track. Then the other one will be cadet-based policies and institutional review. Are we taking this commitment and making policies that are going to be show us results at the end of the day, or we are just reporting for the purpose of reporting? We should see that it's not the point of scoring. At the end of the day, are we able to use the reports for us to trigger dialogue and to trigger action at country level when we are looking at those indicators? And you'll see that at the end of the day, they give us what they say they are highlights of 5 key areas where we have key performance, where we have a strong performance. And you'll see that one of them there is the for cadet processes completion. Yes, indeed, we are reporting. That is one of them that we are doing good. And the other one is agricultural community value chain, for which a triple P is established with strong linkages to smallholder agriculture. Are we using the information that we have, the information that we got? An example, we say, do we reach out to our small scale farmers? Yes, we could indicate with our bump, we have what we call a bush doctor. So we are saying there are those that enhance the extension. That's the kind of triple P that we mean by going to the smallholder farms. But at the end of the day, they also give us highlights of the 5 key areas that we require a country's attention. And you see the first one there is the proportion of rural women that are empowered in agriculture. Earlier on, we were told with the inputs, with ISPAT, we give out inputs like fertilizers and seeds. And if you go to records, most of our rural farmers, you find that they are female-headed. But do we have that data to come and present it? Those are the highlights that I was talking about. You'll see that we have 5 key areas in green, which are areas that we are seeing we are strong on. And then we have below, we have the brown ones, the highlight key areas that they require the country's attention. That's what I was saying. It's not a point of scoring higher scores. Can we use the report to see where we need to take action? Even if we have scored 4.95, when the benchmark was 7.28. But at the end of the day, are we able to use, like I have highlighted from the ones that we haven't scored good, are we able to use those to show, to have action, to make policies? That's why you see, even if we are reporting constantly, we are still not on track, because now the indicator that says policies that we are doing, the current policies that we are doing on current-based policies, that at the end of the day should be giving us results. We don't have those policies in place that will give us results. Yes, we are reporting, but the thing is, are we at the end of the day using the report for our benefits? Then we have they give us some of these technologies, they just make them too. Okay. And then mostly they will give us the recommendations. How do we go forward? We have one of the recommendations to increase the public agricultural expenditure as a share of the total expenditure and to modern agricultural technology. You'll remember all the challenges. One of the challenges that there was insufficient or lack of adoption of policies. But are we doing enough investment to see that we even move on to modern technology? How do we support the adoption of the technology? Those are the policies that I'm saying are making us to fail. Provide training and affordable loans for youth in agribusiness. You'll see that one of the issues or the key areas that needs our attention is that the third one that says of youth engaged in new job opportunities in agricultural value chain, or the second one of public agriculture expenditure as a share of the proportion of moderate and severe food insecurities in population based on food insecurities. Are we having those policies that we think they will support our actions? Then we will focus our attention on social protection policies to reduce vulnerability and enhance resilience for those food insecure.